Hey everyone, this is Armored, and I'm gonna bring you a small war that took place in Region 600. And basically, the Alliance A4W, the Apocalypse Warriors, or All for Women, they were fighting against MG8 Alliance. And the reason between the fight between these two alliances, was rather quite a minor one, and it could have been resolved quite easily. But of course, something else must have happened that these guys, along with the other region powerhouse 45 Indonesia, they decided to burn these guys up, right? So these are the two teams that I'm currently showing you, and they are the top three, two of the top three teams from this region 600, right? And showing you just a couple of players, and after that we are gonna jump over to the war that is gonna be taking place. Actually, there was no war. These two alliances actually combined together to burn down almost the complete MG8 alliance, and they were sent back to the garbage pit. So these are some of the players that I was showing you right now. Let's go back to showing you all the people that have been burned, right? All the bases have been burned, they have been destroyed. And it's not like they are quite strong, just some of them. So this is the guy, Mr. Triple X. He is 12 years old, and his nickname reflects as such. So this was the guy who was the perpetrator. What he did was he actually burned one of the farms of one of the alliances, and later on, like the Alliance MG8, they actually apologized, but they did not accept their apologies, and it was because of the fact that this guy had actually moved into the region quite new, like he was quite new, and he broke the server rules. And to be honest, like this fight took place between Zone 2 and Zone 3. So it was a fight that took place between Zone 2. So MG8 was like a Zone 2 alliance that literally got destroyed. And if you check out Region 600 right now, you will see that the existence of this alliance has been fully compromised, and these guys have been destroyed, and they are just now sandwich makers in one of the old factories in Serbia right now. So these guys have been totally been dismantled. So this is one of the wars that I actually wanted to show you guys. I have a couple of screenshots that I will show you just about right now. Let's get down to them. So here we go with the did you get the wrong information about why you burned? So it was shared by my friend, and he asked what had actually happened, and they were checking out the futures, like the new profile system, and like he was explaining that they burned their pairs, and they were disrespecting everyone in the region, and they were being quite abusive in the region chat. And since after Genesis War, everyone relocates somewhere else. So what these guys did was burn a couple of players without asking, and the main perpetrator was Mr. Triple X, like I actually mentioned a little bit earlier on. And just about that, this is primarily the reason. And they had actually requested to remove the player. I do not have the screenshot of the opponents, but I had actually talked to the other team leader as well. But since I have a lot of messages received, it has gone somewhere that I cannot find. And I went back to Region 600 to check from their leaderboard and try to chat with them, but I could not find it. So irrespective of this fact, let's get down to the war that took place in Region 679. Everyone was against this particular alliance, LUAS. I talked to them as well, and I talked to the other alliance as well. Right here you can see INGA alliance. Their leaderboard was quite funny actually. Here you can see they were called the weak alliance, and they were using them basically. and they were used as a farm alliance, and no federation buff was used for the 2 months, for the past 2 months. So everybody was tired and sick of them, and they had also a message for another alliance named DB. And Mr. TE from Alliance DHX, he actually ported in to help these guys out as well. So couple of fights here and there, right now, if you go to region 546, you can find the fight there as well going on. So I will try to cover it up in a later part of this video as well. So this was the fight that is taking place, and yeah, let's get down to why this fight took place. It is already primarily shown in the leaderboard of INGA Alliance, and this war took place in region 679. By God, like when I started playing, I was in region 27. That was my first region, and now we have hit over 7. We are closing in on 800 regions. Unfucking believable. So this is the secondary alliance. They were telling them that you are our best friends forever, and we can also sleep in the same bed, and we can do the Dutch rudder thingy together, or possibly the Kegel exercises to stiffen up that upper lip together. So these are some of the possibilities. These are some of the fights that had actually taken place. 679 region. Let me show you some of the battle footage. Like, it was not even close. Mr. TE was a wholesome bully throughout the fight. Kitty from another region had actually ported in. This guy, Mr. Sergio Sir, he fighted a lot. He had over 1 billion kill points. And although I actually messaged him as well, but he has the attitude of a horse, like an Arabian horse who does not listen to anyone. So this is the guy that I actually talked to later on as well. So VKT was like, this is such a one-sided fight, and no reinforcements were being made by his teammates. It is very difficult to actually fight. So these were some of the words that he had actually sent to me. What the fuck? 1 goal to everyone from me. I believe at this point I need gold from everyone, right? So yeah, let's get back to some of the battle footage, and then we can hop over to the fight in region 546. So this was one of the efforts that was made by Mr. Kitty, or Miss Kitty, or Mr. and Mrs. Kitty, whatever. So he, along with Mr. Sergio Sir, they tried to go back and hit one of the towers, from which Mr. T was able to fill up their hospitals quite easily thanks to their bad effort. And now these guys tried to enter the tower actually, and eventually the tower filled up and there was no space left to go inside. So Mr. Sergio Sir, after that, he had to run like a chicken back to his hometown of Chicken County. So a lot of mistakes were made by them, and Mr. TE was able to easily spank them back to wherever they came from in this world. And at the same time, they connected to their tower and their academy. What the hell we call this shit? Yeah, fort. So they were able to kill down both these things, and eventually LUA was kicked out of this region, and in particular the presidency was taken over from them. So this was about the war in region 679. So when I actually did talk to Mr. Kitty, he was actually quite depressed. Like here you can see, they made an effort, Kitty and Mr. Sergio, to swarm down or rather fight, and they were like literally torn apart by this guy. And this video is sponsored by Mr. Ramzan from region 447. Please go and do not report this guy, okay? I'm just kidding right now. So thanks to him I was able to spot this video. Now let's get down to war that is taking place in region 546 between these two alliances. One of them is TSNW, and the other alliance are the region holders R5GE, and Mr. Leo is fighting a bunch of other players who have invaded this region right now, because a lot of complaints have been received against the metro holders just like the first war that I actually covered a couple of minutes ago. Here the blame is that it is a sort of dictatorship and things like that, right? So this alliance is being blamed for this particular war, even though the Mr. Leo is one of my friends. Like, we have chatted a couple of times. And what else I had to say? Like, this is as much as I know. And what actually has happened is I have asked him, but he said that I was offline while the war started, and when I got online, the things were already quite in a bad situation. That is all I could get from him. Maybe he could add on to what is the cause of the war by himself. And other than that, I talked to Mr. Bugs, one of the invaders. So let me show you a couple of chats from him as well right now. Here is my message to Mr. Bugs, who was invading. So Bugs Bunny told me that Leo took over the metro during the rotation, and when the time came to give it back, he refused and started burning the alliance. They got upset about it and told anyone who don't like it, he will burn out the region. Then TG, one of the players, he came here for events with the alliance that he was actually in right now, and they made him leave the region due to being scared of him taking the metro back. So when TG left, they continued to bully and keeping the metro rewards to themselves. And then 2 weeks ago, they even took over the village 4. So the player called TG, he asked for help, went to this particular mega city right now. So this was earlier taken over by R5GE and it is now taken back. And here is R5GE right now, who are getting burned to crisp right now. So Mr. Naked John Doe, this video is sponsored by him because he is naked all the time with this sexy profile picture that he is using to cause a lot of trouble to people who have this phobia of holes. So thank you for watching, guys. Just a quick updates on different wars that are happening in the region. So I'm gonna go through the only battle report that I have available, and Mr. Bugs was able to squash the Mr. Little Bugs Bunny, Mr. Leo and his rally, and it got completely dismantled. Both of these guys have almost the similar armament, not much difference, except he is having a higher level IR augmenter. And other than that, both these guys are pretty much balanced out. And definitely his chassis is much stronger because chassis is of course quite a strong hero. So thank you for watching, guys, and have a great day.